Hey everybody, welcome to Saving Greens Homestead. My name is Keisha, and if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I welcome you. You guys, I wanted to bring you out here and just give you an update on the front yard garden. Since we are in the heart of winter, things tend to grow really slow, but I have a few interesting, shocking actually, things I wanted to share with you today. But I first wanted to give you just a look at how everything is growing. All of these irises are just growing like crazy and filling out. I only stuck one iris rhizome in each spot, and you can see that it's really, there's a lot of them coming up. So that's good. I'm hopeful for a lot of beautiful blooms this summer. I'm looking at this pea plant. It's not growing. It's not growing up the trellis where I want it to go. It's growing. Oh, that one is a volunteer. Look, he's not even growing where I planted the other ones. That's a volunteer. And the other one over here, he actually put on a pea pod. He's still not growing up along the trellis that I want him to, but he has a pea pod. Oh, that one does too. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. It's been a while since I've been out here really looking at stuff because I've been busy. I was guest speaking at a couple of events over the weekend, so I had to prepare for that. I put on one of the events, and so then I had the nerve to get a little bit sick afterwards. And so look at that cilantro. I cut that down a lot because I used it for a dip that I made, and it's already growing back. But I haven't been out here because stuff just grows really slow during the winter. And I didn't want to be showing you guys the same thing over and over and over again. That gets pretty redundant. I wanted to show you new stuff. And so I just haven't been out here really to look at things. These are those radishes. There's a trio of them growing right here together. Look at that. China rose radish. And they're big. I also call them monster radishes. I have plenty of weeds here that I need to pull out. But here's those leeks that I planted over here. So everything looks pretty good. There were some pea plants over here. I'm thinking the weeds and the radishes is overshadowing them. I guess I'll see them again when I pull all that stuff out of here. But I also wanted to give you guys a look-see over here at some of the stuff that is popping up. I've got radishes volunteering right here. But look at these cabbages. They're bigger now from when I first planted them in here. And the little seedlings popped up. I had to spread them around. Oh, something ate this one. Look at that. You can see. Or something ate it. And this pea plant that volunteered is growing big. But look, right next to it, another one has popped up. And then here's another pea plant right here that volunteered. This wind is blowing this weed fabric. I'm gonna have to get some more rocks to hold it down. Look how pretty the colors are on that. And then all the way down, you can see all the way down, I have cabbages, broccolis, and cauliflowers growing. And then over here were my strawberries and lettuces that I planted, they're doing good. The lettuces. I have to get these weeds out of here. But I have flowers. Those are ranunculus. They haven't bloomed yet, but it's a nice ring of them. And then I had a cat. I don't know whose cat, but I had a cat come in here and dig and ripped out one of my strawberry plants and the lettuces that I had planted right here. So I had to try and fix that back up as best I could. But all in all, it looks good. I can't wait for the tulips to start coming up in the spring. And right now there's just a lot of weeds just popping up because I'm using the sprinkler system to water. And so I have a lot of weeds that I'm gonna have to contend with. But all in all, everything looks pretty good out here. It's just slow and growing. But I thought I'd give you guys a quick update for out here. Just showing you what's surviving the cold. Look at this chart. Look how beautiful that is. I have a yellow chart over here too. You can see the veining on this one is yellow. This one is red. But I just wanted to bring you guys out and show you just some of the stuff that's going on out here. Well, my ice plant took off, and now it had this bed halfway full, and now it's almost completely filling in this whole space. Almost. It's got just a little bit more to go. But it's doing a really good job of it. And it's still really pretty, putting on really pretty blossoms. And we're in the heart of winter, and it's doing really good. So one of the things that I wanted to show you that's shocking is this sorghum is growing and thriving in this cold weather. Now sorghum is a grass, just like how corn is. And I thought it liked and preferred hot weather. But it came up on its own and it's growing and thriving. I just left it to see what happens. And so far it's doing good. Along with these turnips. Oh, look at, you can see the pretty color of this purple one right here. Look at that. Oh, and you can see the white one here. Let's see if I can get you under there. Let's see the white one under there. Cool. Not all of them came up. I put way more seeds in there. Not all of them came up, but that's fine. I'm okay with it. Look at this. That's kale. And it's growing in pretty good. So, and then I have pineapple. It's staying alive because of the succulent that's growing right here is shielding it, I think, and insulating it from the cold, because it's still really green down in there. And that's a pineapple. These are all doing pretty good. So the second thing that's shocking that I wanted to share with you in this video is this dragon fruit plant. I'm thinking because it's up against the house helps to heat it. But dragon fruit does not do well in cold and freezing temps. And we've been having some really cold weather, and you can see it's turning yellow, but it hasn't turned white. Just right there, it yellowed a little bit. The one behind it on the tip there is starting to yellow a little bit. This one is yellowing a little bit on the tips. It's yellowing a little bit, but the rest of the plant is still deep green and pretty. So it's surviving out in this cold. And look at it, trails all the way down to under this chair right here. So I'm very shocked at how well it's doing. I was thinking I was gonna have to cover it in some way. Winters past, I've brought this in the house and kept it in the house. But then this last season, it just shot up in growth that it was just too much for me to try and take in the house. So I decided to just leave it here, and I would probably just try and shelter it some kind of way. But I haven't done anything to it. It's surviving on its own out here. So my guess is the stucco part of the house is helping to facilitate a little bit of warmth to it that's keeping it going. I don't know, what do you think? You tell me in the comments. And so now I wanted to bring you in here in my grow room to update you on all the little things that, the seeds that I planted. All these are flowers. Look at how tiny that chamomile is. They have the tiniest, tiny seed. And then the little sprouts are all tiny too. That's amazing. I have chamomile growing out in my herb bed right now, and I had no idea that it started out like that. But as you can see, a lot of stuff is growing here. And some of these little seeds over here, you can see are sprouting on top of the sand. These are all coming in pretty good. And I put my thermometer here so we can see how the temperature is. Let me see if I can get it under the light. 70 degrees right here. So then these are the new trays that I just planted in my last video. And even though it's only been a couple of days, it's only been 2 days, you can see there's some activity. Like this one right here. There's something peeking out of the sand right there. And you can tell because they get these little peaks. That's the only way I can describe it. These little hills that raise up in the soil, and that's how you know. Like on this one here, you can see this one right here. You can see it's kind of hilled up a little bit right there. That is a seed germinating and emerging, and I have a lot of those little peaks all over the place. So tomorrow, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of plants standing up above the sand. Like there's another one right here. I don't know, it's just interesting to watch everything grow and how it grows and push through the dirt. And it's just interesting to me because it's just all life and nature. So I just wanted to share this with you guys, that everything is growing in that sand. So if anybody had any doubts about things growing in sand, it does grow in sand, and it grows very well. But I wanted to show you guys another shocking thing, besides just my workroom being a mess. Look at that, it's a mess. But I noticed this the other day. So before I went on my vacation to Japan, I bought a couple of kits to grow mushrooms because I really want to try my hand at growing mushrooms. And I bought these kits, but then there's so much that you need to do. Like you have to spray them every day. They have to have so much humidity and moisture, and I was going to be gone for 2 weeks, and my son wasn't going to do it for me. So I said, okay, I'm just not going to do it, and I'll just wait. But then I realized that it's been so long since I bought these. But look at this. I guess I didn't really have to do anything, because the mushrooms, there's a certain thing that you have to do with the container inside. It's a bag, and you're supposed to cut where the X is on the bag so that the mushrooms can grow outside of that bag. I didn't cut anything. I didn't do anything. I honestly thought I wasted $50, because each of these 2 kits, each one cost $25. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to tell my husband that I wasted $50. But these mushrooms were determined to grow. And these are blue oyster mushrooms. Now with this kit, I should have been able to harvest off of it 3 times. But like I said, I did not think that I would have, oh my goodness, look at all of that in there. I didn't think I would be able to, I would have enough time to do anything with it. And I didn't know that I was going on vacation at the time that I bought these. I was under the understanding that I wasn't going to get to go to Japan. So yeah, I just thought, dang, I wasted $50. I could have waited, but they are growing. So maybe I can redeem some of the money I lost and still set these out and see what happens, I guess. I was just gonna buy new kits, but these mushrooms are determined to grow. And look at it, it's all moist in there, and that one. And I haven't even watered it or did anything to it. So I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna take them out and get them all cleaned up and see if I can grow these mushrooms still. And I'll let you guys know what happens with that. Anyways, you guys, I just wanted to quickly show you that and update you on the front yard and on the seeds that I planted. And I guess I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, God bless.